more dynamic. And that way we can now talk of what Kisii is saying, that you can come from anywhere and come and vie. Maybe I can come from Nairobi and go and vie in Kisii or any other part of the country. And even if you look at, Nairobi is very interesting. You're going to look at Nairobi, maybe interrogate it further and see how have people voted. What are the leaders that we are seeing in these particular regions? How is the kingpin agenda? It's interesting to see Sakaja as the governor and the other people are Azimio.
Yes.
What are the factors? What is playing there? Is it the kingpin? Is it our tribal
or the party
aspect, or what have
party or personality?
Yes. It's very important. I'm looking at Nairobi and I'm like, yeah, who is the women rep? Who is the senator? And who is the governor? What are the factors that are coming up in this particular thing? Because you have the Sakaja is UDA. Yes, yet he is associated with a particular region and a community.
Yes.
What really made Sakaja stand out against the Azimio governor? Why did we get the Sifuna into winning as the senator?
Yes.
And the women rep also from Azimio.
Which he did not do in his home county in the last election.
Yes.
Right.
So these are very important factors that we need to interrogate.
Absolutely.
And why I said this thing will happen, it can't happen.
Probably, Sheikh, before you interject, let's first of all head to the bombers of Kenya, and then you come and pick it up. My colleague Serafina Ruby is at the bombers of Kenya now, ready to tell us what is happening. Serafina Ruby, you can update us on the exercise so far and tell us probably when we expect the IEBC to give us a status update on what is happening. Serafina.
Indeed, a very good morning, Curia, Victor and Jane from the Broadcasting House. We're coming to you live from Uchaguzi Hall here, whereby the national tallying is ongoing, as well as the verification of Forms 34A and Forms 34B, and thereafter they are declared by the chairperson of the IEBC, who is Wafula Chebukati. As of now, when we arrived here this morning, is that we've been able to establish that about 48 constituencies have already been verified. That is, the Forms 34B from the 48 constituencies have already been verified and declared, and we continue to follow up to get to understand how many are still being verified as of now, given that as of yesterday we were able to be told that all the returning officers from the 290 constituencies have already arrived here at the National Tallying Center, and the verification process is ongoing. As you can see, we were able to tell you yesterday is that the number of tables have even increased today compared to yesterday, given that earlier on there were 7, then they were increased to 9, and now there are even more than 9. As you can see, the activities have increased at the center, whereby even as yesterday the commissioners were able to give a raft of measures and warnings to politicians who had arrived at this particular place, warning them against accessing the center where the tallying and verification is ongoing, whereby they were able to be told that the only people who are allowed at the center are the IEBC officials, who you can see from the pictures thereabout, and also the agents representing different political parties, as well as a representative, a lawyer from either of the 4 political parties, as well as security officials. If you can see at the entrance there is that also security was beefed up. This is not what we had experienced on the first day, let's say on Wednesday. This was not the situation, but as of yesterday, this has changed. We are able to see security has been beefed up quite a lot, with police officers just manning the entrance to ensure that only the required people are allowed at the center of the tallying hall, and also to ensure that order is maintained, given that yesterday there was a little scuffle that was seen here at the tallying hall. at the same place where my cameraman is pointing, whereby we were able to see politicians from two leading coalitions or parties who were engaged in a scuffle since one of the side had issues or was questioning a bag that one of the politicians from the other side was carrying, and therefore